All right. Can you guys see that? Just shake your head. See the screen? Okay. All right, guys. So here is our new distributor training. There's a lot of stuff to get through on this. So some of it I'm going to try to hurry through it because a lot of it we have files that I've uploaded into the Rapstars group page that you can open up that actually will tell you the same exact thing. And then also this PowerPoint is on there. So if there's something that we go over and you're like, crap, what was that? You can always go pull up the PowerPoint and look at it again, okay? So if there's like something on here that you want to go back and look at again, you can go to the file section of the Rapstars group page and look it up. So first I want to go through some important people in our organization, and the first one is our CEO, Mark Pentecost. And Mark actually was in network marketing a long, long time ago and was very successful in it. He was one of the top 10 earners in his company. But one of the companies that he was in, they sold like long distance plans for people with telephones. And as you guys know, that business kind of went away when we got cell phones. But he was, like I said, one of the top earners in that company. He's been in more than one. And so he took like the things he liked about all the companies he's been in and put those in place for It Works. And you guys will love Mark. Like the more you get to know him, like you will love him. I don't know anybody that don't love Mark. And then the next person is our Chief Networking Officer. That's Pam Souter. And her and Mark actually worked together in network marketing before they created It Works. And she's actually the one, I think if I'm right, that was introduced to the RAP. And Mark had he had saved a lot of money where he worked in network marketing before. And he was looking to invest in something. So Pam calls him up one day and is like, hey, Mark, there's this RAP thing. Right? So now we have It Works. And Pam is the queen. She does a show me the money call every Monday. Like she's the one to watch and to listen to if you're having trouble knowing how to run your business. Like she knows how to get customers and how to get distributors. Like that's her thing. And then we got Mike Patello. He's our chief sales officer. And Mike is kind of newer to the company than Mark and Pam, obviously. But Mike is just a nut. Like I love watching Mike. And these three people that I just mentioned, you want to make sure you're following them on Facebook so you can hear all the important announcements. If you're going to hear it, it's going to come from them first. Okay, it's going to be on their Facebooks first. So make sure that you're following them, and they do lots of good like live videos and really important stuff. The next person is Cami Pentecost Dempsey. Cami is actually Mark's daughter, and she used to be one of our 3 Black Diamonds. But she recently took a job with corporate as our senior vice president of field development, and she's really like playing a huge role right now in training our new distributors and our old distributors. So somebody you definitely want to watch on Facebook and follow is Cami, because she's even like during this last week when we had all these people signing up, she was doing some really good live videos and helping people with that. So definitely want to watch Cami. And then our 2 remaining Black Diamonds, which is Stephanie and Joe Dunn, and Denise and Brandon Walsh. We are actually in under Denise. She's our upline Black Diamond. And there's only 3. At one time there was 4. One of the ladies left several years ago before I even joined. But there was 3. Then Cami left and took a corporate job with It Works. So now we have 2. And the way that you become a Black Diamond is by having commissions of at least $100,000 for 6 consecutive months. So there's our Black Diamonds. You also may want to follow them on Facebook too. All right, some acronyms that you may see a lot that you may not know what they mean, something to become familiar with. This is also listed in our welcome letter, which is under the file section of the Rapstars page. You have LC, which is loyal customer, PLC, potential loyal customer, DT for distributor, PTD for potential distributor, FSQ for fast start qualified, CQ for commission qualified, PBV, I've heard it called personal bonus volume and personal business volume. So whichever one you want to call it, it's PBV. GV for group volume, AS for auto ship. I don't ever use that. I always just spell it out. But AS for auto ship and PP for perk points. And the only thing here, the biggest difference between the personal volume and the group volume, personal volume are sales that are directly in under you, like customers that are directly in under you, and then your own personal if you run an auto ship. And then group volume is the volume of everybody that's in under you, period, added up. So if you have another distributor in under you, it's their personal volume plus your personal volume equals your group volume. All right, to start with, we're going to talk about the steps to success. This is what our company um, uses, teaches us on how to build our business. This is what we always go back to. Everything relates back to your steps to success. And this is sort of like a goal. Am I frozen yet? Okay. Well, this is sort of like a goal that you're going to have every month. The first thing you want to do is join the party, and basically all that means is okay, all that means is for joining the party, it means you want to become commission qualified. And we're going to talk about this more later, but there's two ways to become commission qualified. You either run an auto ship, and that guarantees you're commission qualified, or you keep enough sales and under you to equal up to 150 in volume. So that's the first thing you want to do, right? Because none of this other stuff is going to matter a whole lot if you're not qualified to get paid. So you want to be commission qualified. And then the second step we have, you're going to want to get 4 customers every month. Getting 4 customers was going to give you 2 wrap rewards. And how this happens, every time you sign 2 loyal customers and you keep them directly under you, meaning you don't move them to someone else, another distributor in your downline, you get a wrap reward. And a wrap reward is a box of wraps for 25 bucks. So you can take those wraps, you can use them, or you can sell the 4 wraps that comes in the pack for $25 each, and you're going to make a $75 profit. And these are unlimited. Every time you sign 2 customers, you're going to get a wrap reward. So your goal every month is to get at least 4 customers. And then the last step, your goal every month, is to try to sign at least 3 distributors. And then if you can do all of these steps every month, once you kind of get the hang of it, you teach everyone in under you to sign 3 distributors and 4 customers every month, then you're going to be Ruby in no time. You're going to keep building. And later on in this PowerPoint, I'm going to show you guys like what a Ruby looks like and why it's important. Okay, how it is the stepping stone for all the other ranks in our company. Once you go Ruby and you teach everyone in under you to go Ruby, that's when you start moving up the ranks. All right, so we're going to go into the steps of success a little bit more. Like I said, the number one thing you want to do every month is become commission qualified. Okay, you're going to either set up your 80 BV auto ship, or you're going to run or try to get 150 in volume and sales and under you. Now, here's why our company, you're going to hear us talk about running the auto ship a lot. And I know it scares a lot of people to think, when you say, well, you got to run an auto ship. But here's the thing. This is why the company wants you to do this. There are several reasons. One of the reasons is they're trying to help you build your business. And if you're running an auto ship every month and you're getting products in, when you're using them and you're talking about them and you're posting on Facebook about them, that's only helping you. That's going to get people interested, in paying attention to you. Like who would buy something from someone who never has used the product themselves, right? You want to use the product yourself. You want to get your hands on it. If someone asks you, well, what's it taste like? Or, what does it feel like? And you're like, well, I don't know, because you've never used it. And I'm not saying you have to use all the products in your first month, right? It's not, that's not, doesn't make a lot of sense as you would do that. But anyway, and you can also, your auto ship every month, you can change the products you're getting. You don't have to get the same ones. Like you can try every product we sell just by switching up your auto ship every month. Now, something that a lot of other people do is they get 2 boxes of wraps on their auto ship. And then when you get those wraps, you can either use them or you can sell them for wrap cash, sell them for $25 each. And if you sell those wraps at $25 each, you're basically going to pay for your auto ship. So, it's going to pay for itself, and you're wrapping people. You're putting the wrap on people. Everybody that you wrap is another potential customer or distributor. And one of the stories that I heard just the other day, I was watching Kami, and she told this story, and I thought it was a good point to make. When she was younger, she had a really bad car accident, and she had a bad brain injury. And so her dad, our CEO Mark, and his wife spent like over a month in the hospital by her side. And at this time, Mark was in a network marketing company. And because he had an auto ship running, he didn't have to worry about being commission qualified. Like he didn't have to worry about going out and trying to find customers to keep his numbers up so he would stay commission qualified. He automatically got paid. So that's another reason that he put this into our comp plan, that you have to remain commission qualified, that give you the option to run that auto ship, because it's guaranteed you're getting paid, right? You don't have to worry about trying to find customers. You may have a really bad month, stuff may come up, and you can't get customers, but you want to get paid. So that's why we run the auto ship. All right, and then another thing It kind of goes into our step one is we party, and you want to launch your first party within your first 7 to 10 days, and then another one every 10 to 30 days. And we are doing a Facebook party this coming Thursday, so you guys can utilize that. And you can do wrap parties face to face also, and that's something we can show you later. There's a lot of good videos on that kind of shows you how to go through it and do that. But wrap parties are really they're really good. Like, they're very, I can't think of the words. I can't think of words today. I'm having one of those days. Anyway, you get a really good, they're really good for signing customers, right? Because they're there and they're actually using the products and touching them. They're actually going to get to wrap, and they're kind of better to do face to face, I think, than doing Facebook parties. But Facebook parties are very good too, because we do those a lot. All right, the second step to our steps to success is to get 4 customers every month, right? And right now, if you get your first 4 customers in 30 days, since you guys just joined, you still got almost a whole month to get 4 customers, you're going to get $100 in free product. And again, the catch to a lot of this is you have to be commission qualified. And you guys know how to do that. You either got to run the auto ship of 80 volume, or you got to have 150 volume of sales directly under you. And also, when you get those 4 customers, you're going to have 2 wrap rewards. So that means you're going to have 2 boxes of wraps that you've only paid $50 for, that you can sell and make 200. So you're going to get a profit of 150. Does that make sense to you guys? How the wrap rewards work? That you're only going to you only have to pay $25 for a box of wraps that will normally cost you $59. And you can sell every wrap in that pack for $25 each. All right. The third step, like I mentioned before, is you're going to try to get 3 distributors every month. And like I'm going to show you a little bit later on in the slide here, the Ruby chart is the basis of all of our higher level promotions, and it just takes 3 friends helping you, and then you show those 3 friends how to work these steps. Most Rubies earn it's around like 400 to 500 on average income a month. So if you can get to Ruby, I mean, that's usually what most people join a business like this for, is just that 400, 500 extra dollars a month just to help pay their bills. And the steps to success, like if you don't hit the steps to success, nothing happens, okay? We're not going to run you away. You're not going to get kicked out of the company. It's just a goal to have. It's something to push for every month to try to hit your steps to success. You want to try to get 4 customers. You want to try to get 3 distributors, and you want to try to be commission qualified. It's just a goal. All right, this newbie checklist, I actually stole this from Green Carpet. They use it at Green Carpet. But here's some things you guys want to be thinking about. Your why you joined this business. You'll hear a lot of people talk about their why, and your why could be a lot of things. It could be because you want to pay off your debt. Maybe you have student loans, you have credit card debt. It could be you need to be able to afford just your bills in general. Maybe you want to get a new house, you need a new vehicle. Whatever your why is, you need to think about it, and you need to write it down. Most people write their why down, and they share their why. And that's what will attract people to you, that you're passionate about what you do, not just like my why. You guys can look at my why. I'm not going to go into it because I can sit here and talk about it all day. But we all have our why, and it's what's going to motivate you. It's what's going to keep you going when you have a bad day and you feel like giving up. You think about your why. You may want to talk about it, post about it. It's going to keep you going. Okay, and don't wait for your kid to get in. I think you guys have all been already posting and talking on social media about it works. Like, you don't have to wait for your kid to come in, but when it does come in, take pictures of it, hold up some of the products, take some selfies, post about it, being excited about it, and make sure people know that you are an It Works distributor. You want to download the Wired app, and we'll talk about the apps here a little bit more in just a second. I think most of you guys have already done this, but you want to log into your eSuite and check out your auto ship and your training. If you haven't set up an auto ship yet, you want to look into that and be thinking about it, and then you want to go through the training academy. We just launched a brand new training academy. Man, the old one was horrible. There was like 5,000 videos, and they were really outdated. Like, half of the stuff that they talked about in them is stuff we don't even do anymore, or it was like the wrong information. I'm really glad they redone the training academy. So you guys need to make sure you check that out, and I'll show you where it's at here a little bit more just in a second. You want to purchase It Works gear. Now, this is not required, but it's something like if you guys want to go in, if you go into your eSuite and click on orders, you can look at all of our clothing and accessories, and they actually have just a plain It Works t-shirt for like $14. And you'll be getting a bracelet in your kit too that has it, that says It Works on it, so you can start wearing it. But when you're out and you have on a shirt that says, you know, It Works, people are going to say, well, what works? What is that? You're right, and it's going to strike up conversations. So you don't have to buy stuff. I mean, you can do that later on. And then if you get your 4 customers and you get your $100 in free product, you can actually use that to buy clothes from the store, because that counts towards that too. And then you want to create your hundreds list. Your hundreds list is you just sit down and you think of 100 people that you know that you think might be interested in some of these products, right? You can think about former co-workers, current co-workers, former classmates. You can think of your mailman, of your hairdresser, of the girl that checks you out at the grocery store, in the line. I mean, just everybody you can think of. You want to try to start making a list, and then you're going to continue to add to this list. Every time you talk to somebody new that seems interested in the products, and they may tell you, you know, they're not ready to buy right now, you're going to write their name down, because you're going to go back and talk to them again in a couple of weeks and say, hey, you know, are you still interested, or where are you at right now with, you know, purchasing products? So you're going to continuously add to this list, but you want to get started by writing down at least 100 people that you know that you think could potentially be interested in ordering products from you. Okay, and then you want to print out your steps to success, right? That's your goal every month. You want to print it out and have it in front of you so you can be looking at it, and you can be checking stuff off. Every time you sign a customer, you can even write their name in there. But you want to have your steps to success either printed off, or maybe you want to, you know, save it to your computer or on your phone. But you want to have that, and then you want to schedule your launch party, which we're going to have one this coming Thursday. It's a team effort. If you guys haven't saw that already, you need to go check that out and start inviting people that are interested. It's really bad if you just go down your list of friends and invite everybody you know. Like, you're going to probably make some people mad, and then Facebook will only let you invite, I think the limit's 500. So if you go ahead and invite everybody on your friends list, and then you talk to somebody that's actually interested, then you're not going to be able to invite them. So try to only invite people that you know for sure are somewhat interested in being there. And then if you guys haven't already done it, you need to announce on social media that you're in It Works, right? And we have some posts on the post pile group that you all are a part of that are actually good for announcing for first-time distributors. And then you want to get to an event, and we're going to talk about that more in a little bit. And if you haven't already, you want to go to the My It Works Pay website and set up your pay account so you can get paid when it's time to get paid. If you want to order the debit card, I know you have to have at least $3.95 in your account before they let you order it, because they charge you $3.95 to order the card. But you can go ahead and get it set up. And then there's also a My It Works Pay app that you can download, and we'll look at that in a minute too. But you want to be looking at that. If you need help, let us know. And you also want to make sure that you have your tax information filled out on your eSuite. When you log in, if you do not have that, at the top there'll be a big red link that says please fill out your tax information. Until you fill that out, you will be on a commission hold. So make sure you get that filled out. It's nothing complicated. I think you just go through there and like click a couple things or something. It's nothing that doesn't take a long time. It just takes a couple seconds. But just make sure you go in there and do that. Okay, here's the apps that you need to get. There's a lot more apps that we use, but these are the It Works apps that we all have. The first one is just the It Works app. Okay, you can when you log into it, you're going to log in using your distributor ID and your password, just like you do to get onto your eSuite website. You're going to be able to look at your volume. You can actually enroll customers and distributors straight from this app. So if you're out in the supermarket and you run into somebody because you got your It Works shirt on, and they're asking you about the products, and then they decide they want to buy from you, you can pull out your phone right there and say, well, here, put your info in. You can sign them up right there. And you can also look up the products and the prices. I do this a lot. I use that app to look up the products and the prices. So this is basically like a mini version of your eSuite. Like, you can't do as much on it as you can on eSuite, but you can look at stuff. And it'll also have on there your steps to success are on there. And as you fill them in, as you sign a customer or sign a distributor, it'll actually show you that that you finished that step. So that's on there too. And then we have the It Works Wrap app. This is actually the app that you can use to submit your before and after pictures. And I suggest when you get your kit in and you get your wraps, I would use at least one of those wraps on yourself, and I would do a before and after. And that way you have personal results to show people, right? So you can show people that you have used the product and it does work. And just a little tip, when you do take before and afters, try to make them be as similar as possible. Like, try to stand in the same place in your house. Try to make sure you have the same lighting. Maybe even have on the same clothing. Like, if you just want to throw on like the same pair of shorts and shirt that you had on for the before picture. Because the more similar they look, the more likely that corporate is going to approve them. Because sometimes they don't approve them. If they look, kind of sketchy, they won't approve them. So try to keep them looking the same as possible. And then also the wrap app, there's a wrap timer. So when you're wrapping, you can actually use the app to wrap with. It'll tell you, like, when your 45 minutes are up, it'll tell you to drink water. Even after you're done wrapping for the next 3 days, it'll pop up and say, hey, have you drunk your water? Also, when you get customers, ask them to download the app, because they can actually go in from the app and order straight from you from the It Works wrap app. And then the next app is just the It Works Pay app, right? And you can use this to manage your money. And then the It Works Wired app, they have a lot of important announcements. In fact, sometimes they accidentally let them slip on there before they've even announced them. Like, we have caught BOGO announcements and different announcements on the Wired app before they've even officially spit it out on social media. So you need to get the Wired app. And also these Go bonuses, which we're going to talk about in a second, you can actually look at your progress for your Go bonus from the Wired app. So these are the 4 apps that you need to download. All right, now we're going to talk about eSuite. This is where everything that you ever could need to run your business is at. Okay, and you can go to eSuite several different ways. You can either go to your website, like mine is lindsayhurst.myitworks.com, or you can just go to straight myitworks.com. However you want to do it, you just go to the MyItWorks web page and you click on login. Now, the first time you log in, it is going to ask you for your distributor ID. That's going to be your login name, is your ID, and it's a number. Okay, and if you can't find it, you can't remember what it is, you can ask me. If you signed in under me or Jessica, whoever your upline is, you want to ask them, and they can look up your ID for you. And you should have got an email too that should tell you what it is. But if for some reason you can't find it, let us know and we can look you up. And then the password's whatever you created when you signed up, right? Because you created an account. Now, once you get logged in, so like I said, you're going to go to myitworks.com, click login, put in your information, and log in. Now, after you get logged in, you can actually change your ID name. And when I first joined, I did change mine because I was like, I will never remember this big long number. So to do that, you go to settings up here at the top. You can see I have it circled. And then you're going to click on login over here on the left-hand side. And then there's a place where you can change your username. And you can also change your password. There's a lot of things you can do under settings. And even if you can't remember what your website is, because a lot of people, as you're signing up, you forget what you put. If when you log in, you click on settings and then click on website, it'll actually tell you what your website is. And I think you can even change it. Pretty sure, like, you can change what the address is to your website. Here's another tip I'm going to tell you guys. If you will look here, right under the It Works logo, it says my name. Beside my name right there is my distributor ID. Anytime that you post something, like on social media, like sometimes when I get emails where I've signed a new distributor or customer, I'll take a screenshot of that on my phone and then crop it out and use it to post on Facebook or Instagram. It kind of gets people, it shows that I'm actually being successful at this business if I post something like that, right? But I mark out my ID because there are some really big turds in this world. And if they have your ID, they can turn you into compliance. So they can catch you doing any little old thing and they can turn you in, and it's a headache if you get turned into compliance, because I have been turned in if you post non-compliant pictures or posts, and we'll go into that more a little later. But if you're posting stuff like that you shouldn't, and somebody out there has it out for you because maybe you're doing really good and they're jealous or they're just turds because they want to be, they can turn you in if they have that ID number. So make sure you mark out your ID number if you're posting anything. Make sure it's not on there. You don't want anybody else knowing your ID but you and the person that enrolled you, okay? All right, some more important things you need to know about on eSuite are these links here at the top that I have circled. These are the ones that I use most often. You can look around at everything on eSuite, but these are the ones you're probably going to use more than any of them. And that's the reports, the document library, your auto shipments, that's where you go to edit those, orders, and then if you haven't done it yet, you need to go to the training academy. So this is what the training academy looks like if you haven't been on there yet. And all it is you click on these different sections here on the right, and it'll pull up different videos for you to watch, different documents for you to open up, download, print out, save, whatever. And this one's a lot better than the old one. The old one was so confusing. And then actually, as you move up the ranks, I think once you hit Ruby or Emerald, the next little section will open up, and then the next one and the next one. So all you have to worry about right now is this newbie, because you're new to the business. So I skipped them. So just go check out your training academy. And then this is the reports tab. This is where everything you ever need to run your business is at, pretty much. I think I'm froze again. Am I froze again? Maybe. Can you guys still hear me? Okay. It keeps trying to cut off. I don't know what it's doing. All right. So here on the reports tab, the first section is the organization viewers. This is where you're going to go to see where people are at. Okay. This is where you're going to go to see where people are at in your organization. It's going to show you which distributors are under, who they're in under, what customers are in under them, and all that good stuff. And you guys can go in there and play around. The two I use is the tree viewer is probably the most popular one. And then I like to look at the organization viewer too, because it actually pulls your organization up to look like the charts that we use. So so there's organization viewers, and then you have volume reports. I always go and look at the volume total by distributor. And now here's the thing about that. Our auto ships, everyone's auto ships, the customers and the distributors' auto ships, cannot run any later than the 25th of each month. And the reason they do that is that gives you a few days at the end of the month to go through, and if there's any issues with someone's auto ship, maybe their credit card declined or something went on, that gives you a few days to get that sorted out before the end of the month. So if you wait till the 25th of the month and you'll click on volume total by distributor, that's going to give you a good indication of how much volume that each distributor under you has. So when you're signing more customers and more distributors and you're trying to figure out where to put them, you're going to want to move them where you need them at, right? Does that make sense? And we're going to look at some charts here in just a second. I wish my phone would go off the whole time. It's driving me crazy. All right, so we're going to look at some charts here in just a second. And I'm going to explain to you kind of more what that looks like. But you want to look at volume reports to see how much volume you have and where you need to put more at, basically. All right, then you got your downline achievement. This is where you can go and look at recent orders. You can see who just ordered and what's going on, because sometimes, like, I'll log in and, like, I look at my It Works app and my volumes went up, and I'm like, who ordered? I didn't sign anybody. So I go in and I investigate, right? I'm like, somebody signed up somebody's, what's going on. So you can look at your downline activity or your downline orders and kind of see who just placed an order. And then your fast start qualification, like when you start signing distributors, and you're trying to get those $100 bonuses, because every time you sign a distributor and they get 2 customers in their first 30 days, then you get a $100 bonus. So you want to click on this fast start qualification. It's going to tell you what your new distributors need to hit that bonus and how many days they got left to do it in. So that's a good place to go.
Lindsay, you're cutting out.
Am I cutting out?
Yeah, you're good now.
I don't have internet down here. I may have to move here in a second.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Can you guys still hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. So you want to click on fast start qualification link. You can go in and check out how close that your distributors are to being fast start qualified. And then the last thing on here, you can look at all these different reports. Right, I'm just showing you the ones that I click on the most, that I look at the most. And then under recruitment here, you have personally enrolled team. If you just signed a customer or just signed a distributor, if you click on that, that's where they're going to show up. And sometimes they'll show up here before you ever get an email, before they ever show up on the It Works app, because I always kind of go on there and it'll tell you your customer count and your distributor count. Before they show up anywhere, they will show up here first. So if you're kind of like, if you're like me and you're really anxious, you want to make sure they did actually sign up under you and they didn't, like, something didn't go wrong, you go log into your eSuite, click on personally enrolled team, and it's going to show up there. So you can see who's in under you. And actually, this is where you're going to go to move them too. Like if you want to move them to another distributor and you're down in your organization, that's where you click it. And I'll show you guys how to do that too here in just a second. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how to move somebody. So like I said, you're going to go to reports, you're going to click on personally enrolled team, And then here on the right-hand side, you can see this is someone that I had signed here in the past week, actually. Their names will be listed down through there. I did cut their name off. But way over on the right-hand side, there's this drop-down arrow next to this little button that's got like an envelope on it. You click that drop-down arrow and you hit move. And then it's going to pull up a box. This box is going to pop up. And you're going to have to type in the distributor ID of the distributor that you're wanting to move this customer or this distributor in under. And if you can't find that ID number, all you got to do is go back to your organization viewers and click on Tree Viewer, and it'll pull up everybody in your organization. You can look at all their distributor IDs. So you may want to write usually it's easier if you just go ahead and write the ID down before you even try to move them. Otherwise, you're having to go back and forth and try to remember everybody's IDs. So try to like write it down first before you go in there and start moving people. But after you get their ID in, you just hit verify placement, and it'll actually pop up and it'll say that distributor's name that you're wanting to move this person in under. So you just kind of verify that is where you want to move them, and you hit move, and that moves them. So that's how you move people. And at any time you guys forget how to do some of this, you can just ask us. And also, all this stuff I'm showing you guys is posted. This whole entire PowerPoint here is posted in the RapStars page and under the file section. So you can go back and look at all these pictures and these how-to instructions on there. All right, the next thing is our document library. And they just updated this too. This is a whole lot better than what it used to be, because now you can actually pick your country and your language. Before, when you open this up and started looking for stuff, every country we sell in and every language we sell in was listed, and you had to sort through it and find United States and find English to be able to find what you wanted. So all you do is, if you're looking for something, you can type it into the search box up here. Can you guys hear me good? Somebody saying they can't hear me. All right, so anyways, you're going to type in the little search box. You can type in, like for example, here I typed in price, and it brought up our price list. If you wanted to look up a particular product, like maybe you were looking for defining gel, you could just type in like defining, and it would bring it up. If you were looking for fat fighters, you could type in fat fighters, and it's going to bring it up. Makes it a lot easier. And then if there's something, if you just want to play around with it, you can click on all these links over here on the side. You see events, forums, marketing materials. You can click on those, and it's going to bring up all kinds of stuff. You can look up our charts here. You can type in Ruby, Emerald, Diamond, and it'll bring up those charts for you to print out and look at. Anytime we have a new promotion going on, it's a really good idea to go into your document library and read the fine print, so you know exactly what you can and cannot do. Because we had a promotion here a few months ago where you had to sign somebody to loyal customers or something. I can't remember. But one of the stipulations was you couldn't move that customer under someone else. You had to keep them under you. And I actually had already moved one of mine that I had signed, and then found out about that rule afterwards. So always make sure you know the rules when we have new promotions and stuff like that going on, which we'll try to tell you guys too. We'll spread the news, but just if you're like me, you want to read it for yourself anyway. So you can go onto your document library and look up all the new promotions. Like right now, if you type in Jeep, a Jeep giveaway we got going on, all the details about that will be in under there. Let's see. All right, your auto shipments. This is how you go in and change your auto shipment. Here's another thing you guys need to be aware of. After your first 30 days with It Works, they do charge $20 a month to run your website. Now, of everything I've just showed you guys, it's on the website. As you can't tell, this is something you're going to have to use, right? You're going to have your website. This is what people go to order stuff from you. This is what you go to run your entire business. It's $20 a month. And this is another reason that you need to be getting wraps every month and using them and selling them to people. Because if you run an auto ship every month and you get 2 boxes of wraps, you sell every single one of those wraps. Not only have you paid for your auto ship, you've also paid for your website and made a little bit of more money on top of that. Like getting those 2 boxes of wraps every month and selling them, especially if you can't afford to run an auto ship around that $20 a month, that's how you're going to do it. So the world don't end if you have to turn that off, turn your website off. A lot of people have done that in the past, but it's something that you're going to need. So if you want to go in, and you can also change the day, like if it's going to help you to have that auto shipment for your $20 website fee run on a different day of the month, If you see this blue button here that I've got circled, that's where you go to change that out. You can change that to another day of the month, whatever day that works the best for you. And then, as you can see, this is mine. I already have my auto shipment set up. If you don't have one set up yet, you're going to click this green button to create a new auto ship when you're ready to do that. And then you also, if you want to edit here, if you went ahead and set one up and you want to edit it, you click on the edit button here. You guys can see I circled that in green. And when you click edit your auto ship, it's going to pull this page up. And then this big green block here is just where I marked out my information. So you can ignore that big green block there in the middle. But up here in the top, this green button that says save your auto ship, you have to be sure you click that when you get done editing your auto ship or it will not update it. So make sure you do that. And then down here at the bottom where I circle where it says change items, that's what you click on if you want to change what's in your auto ship. Because you can change it to any two products, whatever you want to do, as long as it equals 80 in volume. And now all of our products are different. They all have different volume. And if you guys want to check them out, I uploaded our price list to the Rapstars page. If you go click on the files, it's on there. In that list, you can go through and you can see that everything, all the products. You can see how much volume they're worth, how much they are retail, and how much they are at our pricing and loyal customer pricing. So that kind of gives you an idea, different combinations you can put together to run on your auto ship every month. There's a lot of them. But you're going to click on change items to change your auto ship. And then it's going to pull up a page like this. And all you do is you can change the quantity. Maybe you want to get 2 of the probiotic instead of 1. Or maybe you were getting 2 and you want to take it to 1, whatever. You can change that. You can hit the little trash can over here on the side and take them off. And then if you want to add something to it, you just click on continue shopping up here in the top left corner. And when you do that, it's just going to take you to the store. And then you can add whatever product you want to add to it. Right? And then it'll bring you back to this. You just click checkout and follow steps just like you were checking out, and it's going to take you back to this page. You want to make sure that everything looks right, that it's updated to what you want it to be, and when you think it looks just the way you want it to be, then you're going to make sure you hit this green save button up in the top right hand corner. So that's how you edit your auto ship. Okay, and like I said, after your first 30 days in the business, they are going to want to charge you a $20 fee to run your website. And then, like I said, you can sell 1 wrap to cover that $20 website fee, right? Like, you got to have your website if you're serious about running this business, for sure. All right, now we're going to get into some more fun stuff to talk about. We do have our Go bonuses right now. If you guys have not seen this yet, and they are going to keep these going for the rest of this year, I'm pretty sure. So you guys just have joined, right? You're brand new in the business. So starting from now, you have, if you can go diamond in 3 months, you're going to get a $10,000 bonus. Okay, if you miss the mark, you don't hit it in 3 months, but you can do it in 6 months, you're going to get a $5,000 bonus. And that's kind of how this works. And that It Works Wired app I told you guys to get, it will keep you updated on your progress with this. It'll tell you how many days you have left to hit this bonus and kind of what's going on with it. So that's another reason you need the It Works Wired app. But, I mean, if you guys really, I'll show you what a diamond chart looks like here in a minute and explain why Ruby's important too. I think I'm hung up again. Am I froze yet? I think I'm all right now. Am I still froze?
You're good.
Okay. So these are the Go bonuses. And this is a Ruby chart. Like I told you guys earlier, I was going to show you. And this is how you get to Ruby. You got 3 people in under you, and one of those people has 2 people in under them. So one of those people is an executive. Now, to hit your Ruby rank, you've got to have all 5 distributors placed in these boxes. And the distributors that are in the gray boxes, they have to hit a group volume of 400. And remember, I told you guys at the very beginning, the difference between group volume and personal volume. Group volume is like this distributor that's way over here on your top line on the right-hand side. They might have 2 or 3 distributors in under them. They're not, that won't show up on this chart, but they're in under there. So all of that volume for all those distributors and under them and all those customers all the way down that line is what's going to equal up to the 400 volume. Now your personal volume is what you personally, like the customers that are personally and under you and your own auto ship, that equals your personal volume. So basically it's the personal volume of everybody in under you, all added up, that's the group volume. And once you guys start getting customers and getting distributors, you'll see what I mean. But all you have to do is get those 4 people in these gray boxes to 400 group volume, because that executive is going to be 800 in volume, because the 2 people and under them have already hit 400. You guys see what I mean? Like, it adds up. So you don't have to worry about getting that executive to 400 anymore, as long as the people under them stay at 400. You want all your bottom boxes to be 400, because it's all going to bump up, if that makes sense. So this is Ruby. Ruby is an average of around $500 a month. And this is the reason Ruby is so important in our business. Because you only need 2 rubies to go emerald. You need 3 rubies to go diamond. You need 5 rubies to go double diamond. You need 11 rubies to go triple, 22 to go presidential, and 54 to go ambassador. And here's an example. This is the diamond chart. See those 3 ruby charts in under there? Like, if you can get 3 rubies in under you, you're basically on your way to, you're basically diamond. You only like just a couple more, just kind of random, of 400 boxes on the side there. So it takes 3 rubies to get to diamond. And once you hit diamond, the average earnings are $1,900 a month. Plus, if you do it in 3 or 6 months, you're going to get that $5,000 or $10,000 bonus on top of that. And once you hit diamond, the reason that diamond, they say that diamond, once you hit diamond, you got a license to print money. I think that's what they say. Because once you hit diamond, we talked about the fast start bonuses, which is every time that you sign a distributor and they get their 2 customers in 30 days, you get $100. Well, once you become diamond, anytime anyone in your organization signs a distributor and that distributor gets 2 customers, you get $80. Don't matter if you sign them up or not. You get an $80 bonus for doing nothing, basically. So once you get to diamond, you start getting all these crazy bonuses on top of commissions, and that's really when you start making really good money. You can make good money being a ruby or being emerald or whatever, but you really start making the good money once you get to diamond. You can ask Cassie. Is she typing? Yes, it's true. Once you get to diamond, you got a license to print money. That's what they say. All right, a couple reminders, like we've already talked about. Every distributor's goal should be to have a personal volume of 400 a month. This is your loyal customer orders and your 80 BB auto ship if you're running one. If you order 2 boxes of wraps every month, so if you run an auto ship every month and you order 2 boxes of wraps and you wrap 8 people, you're going to make wrap cash off of those wraps, and you've paid for your auto ship and you've paid for your website doing that. Plus, you just gained 8 potential new customers. Right? A lot of people in this business set a goal every month to just wrap 8 people. That's just their goal every month. I'm just going to get out and I'm just going to wrap 8 people, 8 new people every month. So, so there's that. Now, you want to set up your auto ship if you can. If you cannot, when you first start out, I can understand that you may not can do that yet. Right? I can understand this may take you a little while before you can do that. But you want to try to do it as soon as you can, and you want to encourage everyone in your downline to do it too, because this is going to ensure that you all get paid. If you're running that auto ship, you ain't going to worry about, do I have enough customers? You're still going to get paid something that month. And this is a tip that I just learned recently. I didn't know why I did not know this. If you guys see over here, I have this Quick Pick 9 order up here on the side. If you buy 2 boxes of wraps on your auto ship, a box of wraps is $59. So if you get 2 of them, that's roughly $120. Well, you can get this Quick Pick 9 and it's $110, so it's going to save you $10, and it is exactly an 80 volume. And you get 2 packs of wraps, just like you would if you ordered them separately. And it also comes with these little 8 of these little individual packaging that you can put the wraps in. So if you take them out and you're selling them, you got this cute little packages to put them in. So I did not know about this until not long ago. But this will save you $10 a month on your auto ship if you want to keep wraps on your auto ship. You may not. I don't. I just order the products on my auto ship that I would use and I would buy regardless, because I do use the products every month. So it's totally up to you. This is your business. You can do what you want to do, right? If you want to run an auto ship, you run an auto ship. There are top earners in the company that never run an auto ship. All they do is every time they get a customer, instead of moving that customer, I think I'm hung up again. Instead of moving that customer under someone in their organization, they keep them, and they don't never pay an auto ship, never run an auto ship. So it's totally up to you. You can do what you want to do. Okay, our fast start bonuses are paid every Friday. So that's another good thing about fast start bonuses. You don't have to wait till the 15th, because we are paid on the 15th every month. Like when the month, like this month just ended, so July 15th we'll get paid for the commissions that we earned in June. But fast start bonuses, you get paid every single Friday. And again, like we've already said, for every distributor you sign, they get their 2 loyal customers in the first 30 days. You get a $100 bonus. Okay, and another thing to keep in mind, loyal customers cannot share the same shipping address to count towards any wrap rewards or any of the like fast start bonuses or anything like that. Like the only thing they'll count towards is your commissions. So like you can't sign up like your brother and sister and they live in the same house with you. Like they'll count for your commissions, but they won't count towards any of the bonuses or rewards. And this kind of builds on itself. Like you sign a distributor, they get their 2 loyal customers, so you get $100. If they get 4 loyal customers, they hit their steps of success and get 4 loyal customers, then they get $100 in free product plus 2 wrap rewards. So they're going to win and you're going to win. And that's one thing I like about this company. It's one team, one mission. Like I can't sign you up and just say, okay, like now I've got you. I'm not going to help you do anything. Like I have to help you. Like to help myself, I have to help you. And then you're going to have to do the same thing when you sign someone up. To help yourself, you got to help them. Like you're not going to sign someone up and just leave them sitting there. Like you've got to help each other. It is a team effort to make it up the ranks in this business. All right, 5 ways we get paid. We've already talked about most of them. The first way is wrap cash, right? If you get a wrap reward, you get a box of wraps for $25. You sell them for $25 a piece, and you make a $75 profit. Fast start bonuses, we've talked about them. You sign someone up, a distributor up, they get 2 customers, you get $100 as long as they do it in their first 30 days and they are commission qualified. And then we have residual income, and I cannot believe I said residual right. I can never say that word. We have residual income, and that is just commissions on sales and under you. Then we have leadership bonuses, which is what we talked about once you hit diamond. And every time that anybody in your organization signs up a distributor and that distributor gets 2 customers, you get $80. And then we have promotions. Like right now we have the go bonuses, right? So there's 5 different ways you get paid in our business. And right now, from now to July 7th, they extended this. When you guys all signed up, you're eligible for we are eligible to get fast start bonuses from you. Now, from July 1st to the 7th, any distributors you guys sign up, you'll be eligible to earn double fast start bonuses from them. And all that means is when you sign a distributor and they get their first 2 customers, you get $100 for that. And if they get 2 additional customers, so if they get all 4 of their customers, you get an additional $100. So you can get up to $200 bonus for every distributor you sign between now and July 7th that becomes fast start qualified. And we also have the Jeep promotion going on right now. I don't know if you guys have even seen this. We've had so much happening. It's been hard to talk about everything. But we do have a Jeep promotion, and it runs to October 31st. So from now to October 31st, every time you enroll a distributor and they get 4 customers in the first 30 days, you get an entry into the Jeep drawing. And that's unlimited entries. So every time you sign somebody between now and August 31st and they get 4 customers, you get an entry into the Jeep giveaway. All right, blitzing. You guys have heard us talk about blitzing. Probably wonder what in the world is blitzing. You'll get some blitz cards in your starter kit when you get it. Okay? And like I mentioned before, if you can afford it, if you can't, it's fine. Like just whenever you can, I would definitely at least get a t-shirt from it works. Because you can wear this out everywhere and people are going to say, what works? What is that? And occasionally you can go in pairs, even if you don't go with maybe if you know another distributor, you can be a friend because it makes it less awkward if you're with someone, right? If you're just by yourself and you're out like you feel like you're stalking people. But you can go into like the supermarket, you can go like to Walmart, you can go to the dollar store, you can go into a gym, into a salon, anywhere you want to go where there's a lot of people, and you can walk up to them and hand them a blitz card and say, hey, have you heard of that crazy wrap thing? And you can order more blitz cards too. I can't remember how many exactly that comes in your kit. I can't remember if it's 25. I think it's like 25 is what you get in your kit. But you can go up and hand these blitz cards out to people. I've heard of people, like when you go to the drive-thru at McDonald's, like paying for the person behind them's food and leaving the cashier a blitz card to give to that person. Like that's another thing people do. You can leave your blitz cards in bathrooms at different places. I mean, just whatever. But blitzing is basically walking up to someone, handing them a blitz card, saying, hey, have you heard of that crazy wrap thing? And starting a conversation, getting another potential customer. On here we have that your goal should be to blitz 5 to 10 people daily. That may not work for you, especially if you're starting out. If you're kind of shy like me, you may think I cannot do that. So you may set your own goals. You know, maybe you're saying I'm going to blitz 5 people this week. right? Not daily, but maybe this week. So set your own goals of how you're going to blitz and what you're going to do. There's also ways you can blitz online. You can do the social media blitz, and we can talk about that a little later. But this last part here, these slides actually that someone else had done these, and I went through and completely redone them. With this part about taking info drawing forms, I wouldn't do that. What you can do though is if you're standing there talking to them, ask them if they're on Facebook and get your phone out and add them on Facebook. That way you can, get in contact with them later on. All right, posting on social media. You want to make sure you use compliant before and after pictures. As I mentioned earlier, there are some turds in this world, and they will try to get you in trouble just because they can. So if you're not using compliant before and after pictures, you can get in trouble with compliance, and it is a headache. I got turned in a few months ago. We had a little drama going on. I think some people was just trying to be mean. But anyway, I got turned in, and I literally spent 3 hours going through my Facebook from posts from a year before and deleting them because they wasn't compliant. Okay, and we're talking like I was just starting out, like I didn't understand what was compliant and what wasn't. Like, don't be afraid to post. I mean, if I see something and I know it's not compliant, I'll mention it to you and say, hey, be careful posting something like that. But all our compliant before and after pictures are the ones that you guys see. If you go to that post pile page, there's a whole entire album, like 300 and something pictures. And it's the ones that have the It Works logo on them. And you can tell what a compliant picture is, right? If it looks like I took them and edited them on some thing on my phone, that's not compliant, right? It has to have the official It Works logo and the like it tells what product was used, how long they used it for, and all that stuff. You want to make sure that all your posts are public, because if you're not making your posts public, nobody's seen them from Facebook or Instagram. And anytime that you guys do something really good and we tag you in it, like let us tag you in it, because anytime you do something good, like last week I had a lot of girls that were boxing for executive and Ruby and whatever. Like every time you do something like that, you want to let people know about it because it creates excitement and it gives you momentum. Because it gets people's attention when they're like, hey, she's not doing too bad in this business, right? And they're going to pay attention to you. So you want to post stuff like that and let us tag you in it. Don't be negative on social media. Like if somebody's getting on your nerves, if you've talked to a customer and they were just a complete idiot and made you mad, don't talk about it on social media. Okay, come to me and talk about it. Come to Jessica or Cassie or whoever signed you up and talk to them about it. Don't blast them on Facebook. Don't be a robot. And I put unless there's an insane promo going on, because I was a robot last week. All I did was post about It Works. Normally I do not, because if you do that, people they're going to tune out. They're going to block you. Like they're not going to pay attention to you if all you do is talk about It Works. They're more likely to buy from you because you are who you are than from what you sell. Does that make sense? Like they will buy from you because you're being you more than they will because you sell this product. So the more you're being yourself, the more likely they're going to buy from you. And we've talked about this earlier today. Some people were asking, Facebook and Instagram blocks our corporate website links. And our corporate website link, like mine, is lindsayhurst.myitworks.com. There's a few ways you can get around this. One thing you can do is you can try just texting it to their phone so they can click on the link from there and go to it. You can try to send it to them with spaces. Just make sure that you tell them to remove the spaces when they enter it into their browser. And also make sure that you tell them to double check and make sure that your name and your picture and your information is in the top right hand corner before they order. Because if it is not, that means they probably typed in something wrong and it just took them to the generic My It Works page. And if they sign up through that page, they're going to be placed under a random presidential or ambassador diamond. And so then you got to go through the headache of contacting customer service and getting them moved back and under you. I've had that happen to me, and it can be a headache, but just tell them, make sure that your picture and your information is at the top. Another thing that you can do is you can go to Wix. And I actually have an entire video that I made that shows you how to do this. You can go to Wix, and it is a free website creator, and you can make your own website and then just include the links to your My It Works page on there. And if you do that, this is going to give you a link that you can share on Facebook and Instagram. If you guys need help doing that, let me know. But like I said, there is a video on the Rap Stars page to show you how to go through and do that. Now, as you're posting, a good guideline to use is we use the 5 F's. It's faces. This is selfies of you holding up 2 fingers saying that you're talking to 2 ladies about joining your team right now. You can be holding up one of the products, or you don't have to be holding up anything. This will be a selfie of you, but you want to post selfies of yourself. You want to post about fashion, clothing, makeup, anything that you like, right? Stuff that you're into, stuff that will get people's attention. You want to post stuff that's funny, and that it will catch people's attention. You want to post about food, because food always catches people's attention. And you want to post about your family and your friends, right? Stuff related to you. You want to do about 2 or 3 of these F things to every before and after or business related post. Okay, especially on Instagram, I know people will not follow you back if you look spammy. If everything on your page is about it works, they're gonna be like, nope, not gonna follow her. She'll drive me crazy with this it work stuff. You want to try to make it look more personal than business related. And grow your audience. This is going to be the most important thing. Like, if you are not constantly adding people to your network, then you're not going anywhere, because you can only talk to the same 200 or 300 people and get so many customers and distributors out of that 200 or 300 people. You need to constantly be adding to your network. Your motto should be, let me wrap you. You want to get the wrap on people, right? And we've talked about that a few times during this training. If you're getting those wraps every month on that auto ship and you're using them and wrapping people and getting wrap cash, then you're growing your business every single time. Because every single time, when you guys get the wraps, you need to use them, and then you're going to know what we're talking about, because you're going to see results, right? You want to make sure you do your before and afters. And that's what we're going to talk about right now, is a little bit more about the wraps. You can wrap anywhere from your neck down. We have facial wraps that are designed for your face. So you can use the body wraps anywhere from your chin down. Avoid wrapping more than one area at a time, and that's really important. You want to let the wrap concentrate on the area that it's working on. If you're wrapping from head to toe on every single body part, you're probably not going to see any results, because you're overwhelming your body, right? You want to concentrate on that one area. If you're going to do your stomach, you want to use all 4 wraps out of your pack on your stomach before you move on to another area. You want to wear the wrap at least 45 minutes and up to 8 hours. I sleep in mine usually. But you want to tell your customers, even yourself, the first time you wear it, you should probably only do the 45 minutes, just to kind of see how it's going to do. Because some people have like some really odd, strange skin allergies. So if they wore it for longer than that, they might get like a breakout or something. I don't know. But most of the people that I know have never had a problem, but you never know. But like I said, I sleep in mine. I put mine on and wear it all night long. Now, after you take the wrap off, the formula that's in it is going to keep working for 72 hours. It actually penetrates into your skin and continues to penetrate farther down for 72 hours after you take it off. So you can only wrap every 3 days. So if you wrap tonight's Sunday, you could wrap again on Wednesday night. You want to drink half your weight in ounces of water on wrap day and the 2 days following. And you want to get as close to that as you can. I know it's hard for some people to drink a lot of water, but the more water you drink, you want to drink to strength. That's what we call it. The more water you drink, the better the wrap's going to do. You want to avoid artificial sweeteners, so you want to lay off the soda, right? Switch out your soda and drink some water as much as possible the day of wrapping and the 2 days after. And then another question a lot of people have is, how long do the wrap results typically last? If you wrap and you get your results and you don't change anything about your lifestyle, you don't, try to have a healthier lifestyle or whatever, the results are typically going to last you 2 to 6 months. Now, if you maintain a healthy lifestyle, an active lifestyle, the results can be permanent. And the reason I love the wraps, for me, it's a motivational tool. Because how many of you guys have went to the gym for an entire month and you've killed yourself, you've been on a diet, you might have lost 5 pounds if you're lucky, and your pants still fit you exactly the same, right? You've got nowhere, you feel like. You put a wrap on, you're going to see results. You're going to want to keep going. That's why I love the wraps. Okay, signing loyal customers. What you want to do is show them the math. And you can do this with any of our products. And we're going to use the wraps here as an example. You can tell them, I can sell you an individual wrap for $25, or you can get an entire box of 4 for $59 if you become a loyal customer. You want to avoid saying auto ship. You want to try to say, you can do the 90-day challenge, and you get to choose what products you use each month during the 90-day challenge. And you can change the products, or you can keep the same one. If you don't want to say, well, it's an auto ship, like, you want to avoid that word completely. Okay? And we can help you guys with that. And I'm actually going to show you a video to watch here in just a second. And there's no minimums. There's no minimum dollar amount each month. The only thing is they have to get an item that has volume attached to it. And again, you can go look at the price list. You can either look in your document library, or I have it uploaded on the Rapstars page in the file section. And the cheapest product that we have that I know of is the eucalyptus oil, and it's $15. So they can change it. They don't have to keep. There's no minimum dollar amount. It's just one product, as long as that product has volume attached to it. And sometimes I will tell them, like, the eucalyptus oil is $15. If they get wraps the first month and then switch to the eucalyptus the next 2 months, it's still going to be cheaper than buying a box of wraps at retail, because wraps retail for $99. Right? It's always cheaper to be a loyal customer. Sometimes it's really hard to explain that to people, but it's always cheaper to do the 3 months and get your products. And another thing, and this I say this from experience, if you're signing a customer up and they don't go through your website, like for some reason they can't figure it out or whatever, and you do it for them, like you go through your website and sign them up, make sure you explain to them if they cancel their auto shipment before the 3 months are up, that they're going to be charged a $50 membership fee. And if at all possible, get them to sign the loyal customer agreement form, even if you have to like email it to them or mail it to them in the mail and have them fill it out and send it back to you. You need to get that. If they sign up themselves, if they go through your website and do it themselves, they're going to agree to that anyway, because it's part of signing up. So you won't have to worry about it if they do it that way, but only if you sign them up yourself through your eSuite or through the app on your phone. Because if you don't explain it to them and they don't fill out that form and they cancel their auto ship and then they refuse to pay you the $50, or they refuse to pay the company the $50, then you can be liable for it. And I've had that happen. Actually, the lady ended up paying it herself, but it was my fault. I was signing, like I signed her and another distributor and I think another customer within like a couple hours. I had this little spurt where I just signed all these people all at once, and I just failed to mention it to her. So make sure you explain to them if they cancel that auto ship before the 3 months is up, they will be liable for the $50 membership fee, because that's one of the perks of doing the 3 months is the company waives that $50 fee. Okay, and make sure you take care of your loyal customers. You want to check in on them. I'm going to do something on that MailChimp later. It's a program you can use where you can enter your loyal customers' email address and send them out like reminders or just random like thank yous or whatever. But I need to go into that a little bit more later. Plus, we're going to run out of time if I don't get going. You want to use, you can use the party pad to talk to them when you're talking to a potential customer and explain to them, if they're kind of on the fence, they don't know if they want to be a loyal customer, do the 3 months. You can say, well, you could be a distributor, and explain to them the perks of being a distributor too. That could be something they'd be interested in. There is a really good video that Jade Hooper does on how to sign loyal customers, and I did put it on the Rapstars page. And it's something you guys need to check out if you haven't already. She takes you through walks you through the process of talking to them and what to say based on what they tell you and kind of how to do it. It's a really, really good video. And there's more out there other than just this video, but I really like her video on how to sign customers. You want to keep it simple when you're signing team members. Tell them it's $99 to enroll, and you're going to get 4 wraps in your kit that you can sell for $25 to $30 each. And make your investment back right off the bat. And here's something else I wanted to throw in there to tell you guys. The lowest you can sell a wrap for per compliance is $17. Is that right, Cassie? Did they change it or anything? The last I knew was $17 is the lowest you could go.
Yeah, I typically don't ever go below 20, but 17 is the lowest.
Yeah, I don't either. I just thought I would let them know. Like, I don't ever go below 20 either. But, like, if somebody's hounding you, you can tell me, like, well, the lowest, like, per compliance, the company will not let you sell it for less than 17. Whatever you sell it for, that's your business. But I'm just telling you, per compliance, you can't go below 17. And if you notice, like a lot of other companies, I know LuLaRoe, if you guys are ever familiar with that, like I know their products too. Like they're only supposed to go so low. Like there's a certain cutoff price that they're allowed to sell their clothing for, different items. So that's for the wraps. We can only go 17. And the wraps technically are the only item we are allowed to sell straight out like that, like 2 people. Otherwise, they're supposed to get from our website, right?
Yeah, wraps and facials.
Wraps and facials is the only things we're allowed to sell like that legally. You're not allowed to stock up on fat fighters
face to face.
You can go face to face selling them to people.
Always direct everyone to your website.
Yep. And not to mention, you're losing money if you do that. If you order the product and sell it to them at value, unless you sell it to them at retail, that's the only way you're going to make money on it. If you get a box of wraps for $59 and sell it to somebody for $59, you've made nothing. You're not going to get commissions. They're not going to be a loyal customer that's going to help you get a fast start bonus if you place them another distributor. I mean, like, you're losing if you don't get them to sign up as a customer. So also you want to tell them, because you're going to hear a lot of stuff. You're going to hear, well, I can't sell this stuff. I'm no good at this, whatever. You say keep it, just keep it simple with them. Say, listen, all your first goal is going to be is to get 40 customers in your first 30 days. That's all we're going to worry about. And when you do that, you're going to get $100 in product credit, including the apparel, like the t-shirts and stuff. and you could use that $100 and get some more wraps, and you can sell and make some more cash. That would be straight profit. So that would be a minimum of, let's see. Oh, and they also get 2 wrap rewards. So they can use that, like, if you work this business just right in your first 30 days, you can come out with a pretty good little chunk of profit. If you get your 4 customers, get your wrap rewards, get your $100 in free product, and you sell all those wraps, you can come out with some pretty good profit in your first 30 days. Okay, and you can always refer to the party pack too to walk you through the process of helping someone decide if they want to be a customer or a distributor. Okay, leadership. You want to choose your attitude. As you start signing people and you start getting a team in under you, you want to portray a positive attitude to them. And if you sign someone up that just really gets on your nerves, like they don't do anything and they're just a moron, whatever it is, and they just really get on your nerves, do not go to them and complain. Do not go to someone else and under you and complain. Come to me, come to Cassie, come to Jessica, come to someone above you and blow off steam to us. Okay, you can come gripe to us. Don't gripe to the team and under you. You want to attend as many meetings and these corporate calls and things that we have. You can go to the myitworksevents.com/events webpage, and everything's listed on there. Every Sunday call is on there. The Monday night show me the money call is on there. These boot camps, you guys probably seen me post about that boot camp in Nashville. Those types of things are listed on there. They also have these little mini trainings called One Team, One Mission. Those pop up all over the place all the time. And remember, you have a commitment to your team. If you're not coming to these events and you're not doing all this stuff, you can't expect the people under you to be doing it either. Okay, so you've got to show up. You've got to set the speed, set the example for the rest of your team. And again, the link to the events is myitworksevents.com/events. And like I just mentioned, you can find a One Team, One Mission near you. There's just like a couple hours is all. It can be a day trip. I mean, you can just go. It's like $15. They usually have them at different hotels and conference centers. It's kind of like a mini wrap party, so to speak. And then we have conference every year in Florida. It's in February. This year they've already set the date. It's February 1st through the 3rd. And it's in Tampa, Florida. And tickets will go on sale sometime this fall. And in the past, I think last year they were $225. And I know that sounds a lot, but the company gives you plenty of opportunities to go. Like last year, when you got your ticket, you got 3 wrap rewards with that ticket. So if you do the math, they give you 3 wrap rewards. So if you sold all 3 boxes of those wraps, that's $300. So you've made your ticket money back. You see what I'm saying? They give you opportunity to go. And conference is really amazing. Conference is crazy. I mean, it is a crazy time. Like, we shut down downtown Tampa. Were you going to say something, Cassie?
Yeah, I just wanted to mention too, they allowed us to break it down into payments.
Yeah, they're not going to they'll give you a chance to pay it. And it is it's amazing. It's a great time, a great trip. Like I said, we shut down downtown Tampa. We have there's an after party. I mean, it's a lot of fun. And you get to hear from the guy that created the wrap. When we was at conference, we got to hear from him. You get to listen to all the top earners speak. You get to listen to all their tips and all their, just their suggestions. It's really, really fun. And then we have green carpet, which is what we just had just the last week, and it's like a mini conference, and they have it in Bradenton, Florida, which is just outside of Tampa. That's where the Works global headquarters is located. And this year the tickets for that were $75. And the big difference between green carpet and conference is that green carpet usually lasts like a day or two, and conference is 3 or 4 days. So conference is a little more extravagant, I guess, than green carpet, but they're pretty much the same thing. Just green carpet's like a mini conference, I guess I should say. All right, it's never too late to build your business. If you've been in a slump, you need to plug in to the Sunday corporate call. They're huge motivators, or the Monday night show me the money call. If you've only got 4 hours a week to work this business, make them count. If you didn't get a good start, restart. The biggest advice I can give any of you is to not quit. Okay, I've been in this business a year and a half, and I've never quit. And and I'm so glad that I did not quit. If I had quit at any point, I would have missed the $9.99 promo. And you never know when they're going to do something crazy like that again, because we have some crazy. Mark, our CEO, is a crazy little dude. He loves doing crazy stuff to help us reach our goals. So, never quit. If you have a bad day, had a bad month, Just let it go and start back over the next month. Every time the new month begins, it's a whole new ball game again. And so my best advice to anyone is to never quit. And this is all a numbers game. Any kind of business like this, it is a numbers game. You may have to talk to 3,000 people to get 300 of them to even listen to you. Of that 300 that listen, you may have 30 that say yes. And out of that 30 people that say yes, there may only be 3 of them that actually become your rock stars, and they will take your business to $100,000 a year and beyond. The thing about it is, how many of you will stick out until you can talk to those 3,000 people? That's what this industry and any business like this or any business in general is about. Is it's just a numbers game. And what it is that 97% of people quit before their numbers come in. So would you talk to 3,000 strangers, no matter how uncomfortable or how long it took you, if you knew it would pay you $100,000 a year?
Or even $100,000 a month.
Yeah. I mean,
Amen.
I'm not picky either one. I'm not picky.
Right?
All right, and this is why we follow up with people. You're going to hear us say this
It's
a
always
lot.
good.
You're going to hear us tell you to write down everybody that you talk to. Even if they tell you no, put them on a list. They're a potential. They can change their mind. Maybe they just say no because they don't got the money right now. Or they could later. Make a list. And this is why. Because 48% of sales people
I
never.
look at, I have a, sorry, finish, Lindsay.
48% of salespeople never follow up with a prospect. So half of the people in this business, after they talk to one person and that person tells them no, they never ask them again. 25% of salespeople will make a second contact. So they'll ask them initially and then they'll follow up with them just one more time and that's it. Then they let it go. 12% of salespeople only make 3 contacts and stop. And only 10% of salespeople make more than 3 contacts. Now listen to this. 2% of sales are made on the first contact. So if you message 100 people, you might get 2 of them that are going to say yes and buy a product, if you look at it that way. 3% of sales are made on the second contact. 5% are made on the third contact. 10% of sales are made on the fourth contact. 80% of sales are made on the 5th to 12th contact. So you may have to follow up with someone 5 times or more before they'll say, okay, yeah, I want to become a customer now. Okay, question time. We got about 15 minutes before the corporate call starts. Let me turn this screen share off so I can see people.
I have a story about following up. Real quick, in this for like 2.5 years. Right, Kathy, about that? I didn't ask enough. Sorry. There was a one team, one man target to that. Our waitress for our lunch just signed up with me for the $9.99 deal. I have been talking to her for 2 years. 2 years. Off and on. She wanted to try the product. She didn't have the money. She wanted to do the business. She didn't have the money. You know, she kept telling me, just check up with me later. You know, I want to do this so bad. And just, it took her 2 years and this $9.99 deal to come along for her to sign up to join. And I'm excited that she did.
That's awesome. One of my girls that just signed up with the
Can you
$9.99
unmute
deal.
everyone so they can ask questions?
I was just going to say, one of the girls that just signed up with the $9.99 deal, she was a loyal for almost 2 years. And we had talked about it and talked about it and talked about it. And she finally, it took this deal for her to become a distributor. So.
Yeah. Awesome.
Anyone
But
have any
yeah,
questions?
I'll make sure that read with me, Patsy, Lindsay.
What is it? I'm going back and reading the chat right quick.
Her accent.
Only
kills
because
me.
we're all different. Like Lindsay, I know, I love it.
I did try to, when I was reading those slides, because I went through them
But
yesterday.
Lindsay's like this girl that puts everything together.
Yeah, she's definitely the green personality. I'm not.
She prays that.
You want to hear something funny?
Yeah.
I was
Me either.
I was going back to these
Can't turn
slides
that
last
light
night.
on.
I made a mental note in my mind because one of the slides talks about taking selfies and holding up your fingers. I made sure I pronounced it fingers and not fingers because that's how I would say it. That would be my action.
Fingers.
Hold it 2 fingers.
With my fingers.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you kill me. My
All right, I'm gonna
fingers.
turn the record off so this video will start saving.